Alright peeps, here we are. The 02 GMC work truck. It needs a little bit of help. And right off the bat, we're going to go with the word of the show. Legend. There it is. Alright, this thing, it gets drove when I need it. Or haul something. Kind of like the work pig. Other than that, it just kind of chills out like a villain. But not bad shape. Had it for 14 years now. But so I had it in here doing, what was I doing? Something, just checking stuff out. I think I greased it, jacked up, checked all the wheel bearings, all that cool stuff. And it had antifreeze all over the crank pulley, a lot of it. So I ordered up water pump, and this thing's like 23 years old now. All the coolant hoses and the radiator hoses are original. Never been replaced. So I ordered all them up because the red truck actually popped one last summer. And so I ordered them up for that too, but I'm not doing that in this video. It's just this truck. So I'm going to do water pump and all that fun stuff. But I drove it for a few days, just like it sits. There's no antifreeze leaking out of the water pump. I have no idea. So it's getting changed anyway, because that was a lot of antifreeze under there. It felt like I just did it. Time flies. Really, really flies. Guess how long it's been, peeps? 10 years since I've changed this water pump. Like, I wasn't even living here where I'm at now then, but 10 years and I think like 30,000 miles. I don't drive it much. 14 years, I've stuck 55,000 on it. Like I say, it gets used to haul stuff, tow stuff. Not much tow stuff anymore, but all that malarkey. But got the antifreeze draining. It's got a cool hose down there. It actually saves a lot of a mess. Took that off to let it flow out better. Basically take all this garbage off. I got like this hose, there's another little tiny hose there, radiator hoses, the coolant hoses. The one coolant hose is just a normal hose, so I could just use the normal hose on it. Everything else was molded, so I ordered them all up and stuff for that. So should be pretty much plug and play. Just gonna make one hose. And I think I got a thermostat and all that stuff. Hopefully that fits, because there's two different ones. If not, I think I have the one I didn't get in stockpile over there. But so here we go. It's like just unbolt stuff. So I'm just going to start with taking all this off. Get there. I might take this top hose off, and then take this cover off, so I could get in there and see stuff. I think the real fun one's going to be the one behind this alternator. I don't... Maybe. It's a little tiny short molded hose. Now I got a tool to get those done. It looks like it's got a clamp. I don't know. It's different. Yeah, so gotta keep them running. Let's go. I gotta find that little tool. I just bought another one because I bought one a year ago and I lost it. Like right after I used it, I lost it. Never found it again. That's what you do. You buy tools, brand new stuff, just lose it and buy it again. You know, it's only money. Wasn't that much, so I got another one. Even the piece I took off, never did find it either. I don't know if I left it under the hood, it disappeared, or, you know, rabbits ate it. I have no idea. So let's roll. Stuff's happening. All the you know, just this was nothing to get apart. So I'm gonna take the fan off. So get you an 1 7/16 wrench. Put it down in there, just like so. I showed you this before. Big hammer, and you just wail on it. Yeah. So put some pressure in the direction you want it to go in, and is it. And you just spin it, and it comes off. Take the belt off. I might take the alternator off to get to that little hose after I do the water pump. Quite possibly. There it is. Now it's all stuck down in there. Good stuff. It's already got a new fan clutch. That fan clutch is very horrendous. Like, sounds like a freaking turbo. Take this out so I can get to the bottom hose. All kinds of room for activities in there. It is still draining. Then, like, the belt actually feels a little sticky. I guess because of the antifreeze, but so I drove it for 2 days and nothing come out of it. I don't know. So, where the belt? I think once the belt's off, I could go ahead and zip the water pump off, but I don't think it's draining any of the water in the block. So I don't know on that yet. Might have to move my pan over here to or underneath the water pump maybe. I don't know. Like I said, it's been 10 years since I probably drained the antifreeze out of this thing. The radiator looks fine. I actually have one of them in stock that's fairly new. I don't see nothing weird going on there. There's another little hose. I got that one. Yeah, that little shortening right there behind the alternator is going to be something. And a while back I did it's been, I guess, not even a while back now, probably 4 years ago, I did a belt, the tensioner, the outer pulley. It was making noises. The AC belt looks fine. Alright, I'm going to let that drain some more, and I don't know, I started to start draining it yesterday, I guess. This is going very slow. Alright, I'll give you an update here in a minute. Alright, got the power steering pump out of the way, so it just gives me more room. I'm going to change these little bypass O-ring gaskets here on both sides. There's more in the back, I think, or something in the back. I'll do that later if I ever take this intake off, because I am leaking some oil somewhere. But these are just looks like it's got the metal gasket with the O-ring on both sides. I got them, and I'm gonna put them in. Then I'll start on the water pump. I think there's more antifreeze in it, probably, more than likely. And I gotta find the tool to take those lines off. Maybe I'll do that after this. And yeah, so I'll take these off, clean up around here a little bit, maybe with some brake clean. Get a screwdriver to pry them little buggers off. Yep, nothing exciting, just, I don't know, changing stuff. Alright, let me, I gotta find a flat screwdriver or something. Oh, there's one. So, while we're here, let's see if this will actually, oh yeah, that's pretty, dinner's ready. That's pretty, simple. Cool beans. Beans, beans, beans everywhere, beans. Alright, clean all that up and put this little tube back on. And put the little hose on it, and be all gooder. Alright, I got the crossover pipe done. It was just, you know, wipe everything off, clean it. And I got the first new hose in there. Torqued down those. I looked it up, it said 106 inch-pound, so that's what I did. If the internet, if you believe the internet. So now we're on to, might just go ahead and do the water pump. I'm going to have to move a drain pan over here and see how much more comes out of the engine. Just pretty sure there's probably lots more in there. So, time to make it more of a mess. Alright, not more. I don't really have a mess. Now I'm going to have a mess. So, see what happens with that. And like I said, I still gotta get my bloody tool out. Let me go get that, see how that works. Alright, water pump is off, everything is cleaned up. Ran into a snag. 2 bolts didn't want to come out. Worked on the one for about half hour, heating it and stuff. Finally come out. Second one, not so much. So I welded a nut onto it. This is the third one I had to go through to get it to stick. And welded that on there, got it glowing red, and finally got it out. It was like even back and forth, you know, trying to get out. But yeah, got that out, chased all the threads. They were cleaned up. The gasket was like a paper gasket, and it didn't want to come off. But it's out there now. And you know, a couple gallons of PB Blaster later and Curl Wool. And I save everything. So I had bolts in stock. Just got them. I think I'm going to put anti-seize on them all. I don't know if I'll ever be doing another water pump in it again, but if I do, maybe it'll be easier to come out. I don't know. I don't remember doing that last time, but that's been 10 years ago. But I just got the other bolts, so I'm going to chuck the new one on there. I think it's a AC Delco or something. So I think I got all AC Delco like hoses too. Prices weren't. I mean, prices weren't horrible, but it was close, about the same as if you bought a cheaper brand. So it's over here in the box. There it be. And thermostat's somewhere here. Looks if it don't fit, I have another one that's the other one kind, I think. I think it'll work. It looks the same as what I took off. So I'll dig all that out, get the gaskets ready, and those are like an O-ring metal gasket, which seems way gooder to get back off the next time if that happens. I must have bought a cheapie on this one. I don't know where I got this one from. Probably got papers on it from 10 years ago, as I keep everything. Oakley dokley. Let me get that out and get that prepped up and started. Alright, it is bolted down. I put anti-seize on all 4 bolts. Maybe that'll help. Got this back on. Then I had the alternator off, as you can see. So I beat these back over, so it'll slide down in, and when you tighten the bolt up, it pushes it all together, lines everything up. Makes it easier to get your alternator on. But yeah, this is all snugged down. Water pump snugged down. Alternator's gonna go on next. Then I'll start replacing all the coolant hoses over there. Groovy. Alright, just button it up. I cut that hose. Yeah, it's blue. It's all I have. Put a little thing here to keep it from rubbing in through this one because it's pretty close. I used some clamps up in there. The original clamps here, they didn't tighten for nothing, so I had to use some little worm clamps there and on this other side. So thermostat's in. As far as I can tell, every hose is buttoned down about the top when I got to do it last. I'm going to throw the fan on. Basically, just, you don't have to really tighten up. Just throw it on and get as far as you can get it, and it'll tighten up itself pretty much. And then top shroud and top hose and button all this in. Pretty simple. I haven't broke nothing other than that one bolt. Gotta break something on everything, right? See where this goes. But this one was a little short because I ordered a factory hose. You're supposed to use the fittings up there on the heater core, and I didn't order them. So it's pushed that way a little bit towards the firewall. Should be fine. Used the worm clamp on it, tightened it down. Gotta hook the battery back up. So I had the alternator off. And antifreeze. Yeah, that'll take a minute. Alright. Let me just button this up and we'll get it fired up. Alright peeps, it is all done. Taking it for a little rip. Let it run for near an hour. So say it's probably good, I guess. So just gonna take it for a rip and see what it does. Temperature stayed normal. So I let the heat run, I ran the AC, just ran everything. Checked everything looked fine. Temperature, like I said, temperature, everything is good on the dash. Nothing else broke. I had to put another half gallon antifreeze in it. I guess I ended up dumping some out on the floor. So, I don't know. So we're going to end it here on Break It Garage. Check me out next time. See what else I work on. Might be back on the Chevelle. Maybe. Alright. Get out there and pop them wheelies and get them wrenching on your stuff. Get it out of the weeds. Catch you later.